For more, let's bring in Iowa Republican Congresswoman and former Army Lieutenant Colonel Mariannette Miller-Meeks, Triple M, Mariannette Miller-Meeks. Congressman, welcome. Thank you for being here.
It's great to be with you.
Your thoughts on the horrible news of the day out of Minnesota. These people targeted lawmakers there in the state of Minnesota.
It's tragic and horrendous. Our hearts and our prayers certainly go out to the lawmakers, their families, and, to the people of Minnesota and our delegation, that we have to be on guard and be very watchful. And this was a law enforcement personnel from what we know. But other than that, I don't want to say much because I don't know the motivation of this person. I don't want to foment conspiracy theories of why this happened. But we certainly saw, as you know, this week we had the congressional baseball game, and there was the targeted attack on the Republicans at that time, and Steve Scalise barely survived, and luckily he did survive, and has just been courageous throughout all of this. We saw the assassinations on President Trump last year, and then on judges or elected officials. But let me just say unequivocally, whether they're judges, police, ICE, elected officials, government officials, politically motivated violence is unacceptable, period, full stop.
Capitol Police obviously are watching this very closely as they have to protect you and your colleagues. What are you expecting to hear from them when you come back into session as they learn more about the investigation in Minnesota?
Well, we know that leadership has already, been in contact with the Sergeant of Arms and with Capitol Police. We're in district this coming week, so I think lawmakers are going to have to especially be on guard while they're in their districts. And, all of us have had, I think most of us have had protests. We've had people come up. I've had, just last weekend at parades, had people yelling things to me, but haven't been threatened, but have been threatened before in the past. So, lawmakers, elected officials need to be on their guard in their districts. I think it was a very wise thing for Governor Walz to call off and tell people not to attend protests, to stay at home in Minnesota. But I think that's wise for all of us. We can have disagreements, but we should have discourse. We should have conversations. We should be able to say, I disagree, but thank you. And typically what I do is I'll just tell people, thank you for sharing that with me.
I know after the political violence where Leader Scalise was attacked, there's been discussions about perhaps the need to increase security so you all have more protection, whether it's at your office, at your home, when you're back in district. Do you think that discussion, that debate will come up again?
Well, I certainly think it will come up again. We know that when we receive threats, that the Capitol Police investigates them. They work with local law enforcement to determine, one, if they're a credible threat, number two, if they're just someone that's, mouthing off, for lack of a better term. And you don't want someone to be in jail because they're angry. But to that point, we have to be careful with our language. And this includes us as elected officials. We need to tone it down. We need to have the discourse and the disagreement and the difference in policy, but we really need to tone it down and set the stage for the American people that we can disagree, we can carry out differences at the ballot box, but political violence is not acceptable.
One reason I wanted to have you on today is you served 24 years in the United States Army. Thank you for your service. I'm curious what your service has done for you, has meant to your life, and your thoughts today as we celebrate 250 years of the United States Army.
Well, as you said, it's 250 years of the United States Army. The Army's birthday precedes that of our country and our Declaration of Independence, as the Continental Army started us and helped through the American Revolution with George Washington as the head and the general of the Army. I'm very proud of the service. My father had served in the Air Force, was career Air Force. 6 of the 8 children in my family. My husband, we met at Walter Reed here in Washington, D.C. He was a licensed practical nurse. I had just been promoted to lieutenant as a Bachelor of Science nurse. And very proud and very humbled to be able to have served in our nation's military. It's a wonderful thing to do. You learn a skill set which I think we bring to us in Congress. As you know, we have a 4-country caucus in Congress, which is a bipartisan group of military veterans, and we have been very instrumental in getting legislation passed, and sometimes in very short order, to include the global war on terror, which that monument to those who had served in the global war on terror will be on the mall and prior to when they die.
Congresswoman Mariannette Miller-Meeks of the great state of Iowa, thank you for your service. It's great to have you today.
It's great to be here, and happy 250th birthday to the Army. Happy Flag Day, And also, happy birthday to President Trump.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.